I mean, we should definitely make sure Orlo is aware of this.
I'll tell him in as few words as possible.
Make sure they're small.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're not here, shut up!
You can't even hear us!
The sisters specifically, there's word of 3 of them. It's Isabella, Desdemona, and Thana.
Well, yeah, I guess while you're reading the book, Emmerin's gonna kind of secure everyone. He's gonna sit down on the floor just kind of across from you, and he's gonna start throwing some rocks at the wall. I feel like I should come clean about something.
Oh, you've more lies you've been keeping from us.
Well, no, I'm not keeping lies from you. I'm keeping truths from you.
All right, well, you know what I meant.
He says, well, look, we've been traveling a bit together now, and I think I've come to trust you. You've saved me as much as I've saved you, and well, the truth be told, and he hangs up the little necklace that he had shown you before. While I was looking for this, it wasn't why I was sent there.
All right.
You are why I was sent there.
For what purpose is that?
Well, as these idiots have pointed out, you've been making some rumblings. And my order took an interest.
Should we be concerned?
No.
Are you sure?
No. My order is well known. You probably noticed I wasn't very welcome in Ariel. And it's for a couple of reasons. One, the magic in which we used. Nobody really knows where it comes from, how it works, and that includes us. That's why we look for these artifacts that are somehow linked to it. The other is that we are a little bit ruthless when it comes to getting the job done. Truth is, we care about where we live. And when everything happened with the shattering, the cataclysm, we worried these newcomers had something to do with it. I'm pretty good at what I do. And I was told if I determined you were to be the cause of what happened, I was to eliminate you. Or, if you were too powerful, to bring you south of Brackercord, and it would happen on its own. But
and what is your determination?
That's what I want to lay out. I don't think you have anything to do with this. I think you'd have been wrapped up in it.
We were brought here to stop it.
That's what I think too. So I'd like to stick around, if it's quite all right with you.
I mean, we should definitely make sure Orlo is aware of this.
I'll tell him in as few words as possible.
Make sure they're small.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're not here, shut up!
You can't even hear us!
I'll make sure my order is aware that I don't believe you to be part of it, but I just wanted to let you know.
I appreciate your honesty, I suppose. Since you don't believe that we're the cause of this, is there any kind of support that your order might be able to offer? Other than yourself, obviously.
Well, not enough for you.
Emotional.
Where is it that my order's stationed again? In Brackercord, or?
Yeah, they have a An office is a strong word. But something of they have a guild hall, I guess is probably a better way to say it. In the city itself.
If we ever head to Bracket Code, we can touch base and let them know what we think and see what they might be able to help us out with.
Fair enough. Also, out of curiosity, what is south of Brackercord?
We call it the Killing Fields. It's a place where we train obstacle courses and arenas and such that we use to train our initiates. But the plan was, if I were to lead you there, I would send word, and there'd be enough of them there to take you down.
All right.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm not going to take you there.
That's good to know. Thank you.
Sorry for not trusting you in the beginning, but
I suppose you're just doing your job.
you kind of just like, yeah, I guess so.
In an attempt to change the subject, she will relay the information that she has gleaned from this book.
So by this point, Orlo would have reached Elriel. And if you would like to go through that interaction with you and Soreth, Orlo, I am more than happy to walk through.
Of course. I mean, who am I to cheat the people out of an interaction with Orlo?
Give us the RP.
So you arrive in town.
I'm just catching my breath a little bit, trying to get my bearings. Anime burst through the wood line into the center of town. Just suddenly stop and just try and catch my breath a little bit and figure out where the center fancy building is.
It's in the middle of town still. It hasn't moved.
But in relation to where I am. So I'm going to head over there.
Can I request that you open the doors like Aragorn opening the doors of Helm's Deep?
Sure. So yeah, I just go in, open the doors, and is anybody around?
Oh yeah, there's always people in just kind of
who's the closest person?
Just one of the there's a dude in a robe that is just carrying some scrolls to the library.
Hey, have you there, Carrot? Yeah, you. Have you seen Soreth around?
Who are you? What do you? Why do you need Soreth?
I need to talk to Soreth now. Where is he?
Are you okay? Do you need assistance?
I need assistance finding Soreth.
I would. Have you tried his office? I don't.
No, you're the first person I've seen. I just need to know if you've seen him.
But yeah, I've seen him before. Yes, he's here sometimes. Yeah.
Is he here now? Oh, this is useless, and I just storm off.
And he hollers behind you. I think so. I think I saw him. It's earlier today.
You think you maybe did? Yeah. And I just go to where I try to remember where his office is because I'm only used to sneaking around this place.
That's true. You haven't actually really walked through this building yet.
So I'm trying to figure out where his office is.
Oh, right. I hid behind that desk.
You would pretty easily be able to find your way down to where the library is, and then you could see where his office is directly across through the library.
Okay. So we go into the office. Is he there?
Yes. he is actually sitting at his desk, writing on some scroll.
Oh, thank goodness that fool was right. Okay.
What?
Hey,
What? Who? What?
I was talking to some. Never mind. Soreth, I'm glad you're here. Myself and Laya and Emmerin, when we left here the last time, down, down. Well, we left and then we went over to Granny May's house and we found something and we were going to bring it here, but I didn't want to bring it here because I thought that would be too dangerous. So I think you should come with me over to Granny May's house. So can we go? Like,
yes. Are you sure you're okay?
it was just a really long run. I'm a little amped up right now. So, really want to keep that going because once it's over, and I'm going to need to rest. So can we go?
Yes. Let me just grab my things and we can.
Okay, you do that. And then, I'll meet you outside because I really gotta keep going.
Yep, you take a breath and I'll meet you there.
Yep, I'll worry about that when we get to Granny May's. And I just turn around and start making my way out. And I'm just like standing in front of the center building, like jogging in place.
So Soreth walks out of the building and he sees you just still jogging in place outside. And he's like, "Are you certain you're okay?"
I'm perfectly fine. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. But like I said, we really got to get over to Granny May's.
Okay. We can do that. Just come this way. And he takes a few steps over, off like to the side, of where the large tree is, and there's a smaller grove of relatively normal sized trees comparatively. And he takes his staff and he sets his staff up against this tree. And as he does this, he like turns back towards you and said, "Granny May's house, yes?"
Yep.
And he lets go of the staff, and the tree in front of you kind of just opens up.
Well, that's a neat trick.
He's like, "Just go ahead through here."
And I'm all right. It's fine. It's not the craziest thing I've seen today, and I just run on through full speed.
You sprint straight through, and as you take your first like 2 steps through, what you imagined was this tree, you immediately are right out front of the pathway down into Granny May's house. And behind you is the tree that you stepped out of. And as you turn around to like kind of look, Soreth is right behind you.
And I finally like catch my breath, like taking a deep breath, like okay.
See,
that
I feel better.
It really does. But that was a really neat trick. Like, you're gonna have to show me how to do that sometime. It'll save me so much time.
Don't think that's a good idea, but it's
we'll talk about it. Yeah, we'll talk about it later. Yeah. So I just start walking up to Granny May's house or
and
down.
He is right behind you in tow.
Okay. So yeah, we just go in. I'm like, so yeah, we showed up here. There wasn't really anybody around, and then we found this trap door, and I just open it and like jump on down.
Well, we're up in the main room
We-
now.
we-
Oh,
know
you went
yeah.
upstairs? Oh, okay, never
Yeah.
mind then.
I still imagine Orlo just does it anyway.
Just like it doesn't even notice that we're there, just walks
So,
past
yeah.
us and goes.
So yeah, I do. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah. So I'll commit to that.
I sort of.
Orlo, where are you going?
Oh, you guys are up there. All right. 1 second. And I like come back up.
Soreth is standing in the doorway, and he kind of looks at all of you, and he watches Orlo jump down the hole into the basement, and he kind of turns towards you, Laia, and goes, "Is he all right?"
You know, he's been acting weird all day, and also these ladies kind of knocked him unconscious earlier, so maybe concussion, you know?
And he just kind of like folds his arms and just shakes his head and goes, "Okay."
He'll get some rest. It'll be fine.
I just like go walk over to the nearby wall that's open and just like collapse on the ground. And I'm just like sitting there, like staring blankly, like into the group.
Orlo,
Just
why
look at the
don't
window
you
and
get
it's
some rest?
Yeah, that's what I'll do here.
Emmerin just looks out the window and just looks back at you, looks at the sun, looks back at Orlo. That was a good time.
Yep, good time.
You know what? Good time, buddy. Good times. Yeah. Sorry.
Orlo, why don't you take some of your medicine?
Oh, maybe later.
Okay.
I think I just need some water and berries right now.
Okay. Do you have enough water?
Oh, yeah, for now.
Okay. I'm just gonna and I'll like place my water skid next to him. I'm just gonna leave this right here if you need it. All right.
All right.
So, Soreth, we have for you a gift. The Granny's May.
Why?
What now?
Yeah.
So apparently, these three women are they all still unconscious?
2 of the 3. One's still awake. One's almost dead.
Well, let's just say like I patched her wounds in the meantime so that she's not like actively bleeding to death.
Actively dying.
Yeah.
So
If she dies,
apparently,
I want to be the cause. Sorry.
You're okay. So apparently, these three women are Granny May, the three of them together. Based on what I've been reading from the Cap and Gale history, we believe the three of them are Lady Seldana's daughters. They've been helping someone they identified as Lady Alhaya, which is who attacked
Rogak.
Rogak. Yes.
I still don't think I understand how they're all.
Big questions.
You're welcome to question them yourself if you'd like. Also, we found a bunch of sleeping people downstairs in that trapdoor. Put under with sleeping potion, I presume. And apparently they feed off of their dreams.
Did you? You wouldn't recognize any of them. I wonder if they are townspeople. Are they still down there?
They
As far
are.
as we know, yeah. They mentioned something about this Lady Alhaya had found an item, an artifact, something that has made her immeasurably powerful. And they mentioned something about the city of Almenhof.
And he looks down at the conscious one, which is Isabella. And she just looks up at him and kind of like looks at the floor very quickly. He turns towards the trapdoor and just starts walking towards it and makes his way down.
I'm gonna go with him, just in case that cauldron starts acting up again.
That's fair. I'll stay here and watch Orlo and the girls.
We'll pat Orlo on the shoulder on the way down. Great job, buddy.
I
Get
know
on
that
your
feeling.
milk steak tonight.
So, Emmerin follows Soreth down the stairs, and he walks into the main room where the cauldron is.
I'll immediately, like, if he tries to move towards it, I'm just gonna grab him by the arm and be like, "We tried that. Something came out of it. Granted, you might have a better time than we did, but just giving you some caution."
He walks up to the cauldron and grabs the cauldron by the lip and just flings it across the room. And he turns back towards you and says, "Doesn't seem like a problem to me."
For once, Emmerin has nothing to say.
And then while looking at you after that, he just says, "People."
This way.
Thank you. The two of you upstairs hear a massive bang as this 500-pound cauldron just gets chucked into a wall beneath of you.
I'll draw my dagger and like kind of poke my head over the trapdoor and Emmerin? Is everything all right?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Oh, all right.
He makes his way through, finds the people, looks over a few of them. Most of these people I recognize. Some of them I do not.
They mentioned that they keep them till they die, effectively. So,
Well, I suppose that makes sense. They seem to be creatures of immeasurable power, if it's something that I didn't even detect at the time.
clearly they're not human. What is it that they are?
They were at one point, I believe. If their mother is anything to compare to, they are quite powerful in respects as well, but I do not know where they draw this power from, so it is hard for me to say.
Again, Emmerin for once just speechless. He's still thinking about that 500-pound cauldron, going like, "What a fucking beast!" Like,
I mean, literally.
he's a little turned on. Please don't read my thoughts. Please don't read my thoughts. Please don't read my thoughts.
He doesn't need to read your thoughts.
Please don't look at my pants. Please don't look at my pants. Please don't look at my.
He turns, walks off, and he says, "I'm going to go get some help to move them, and we will also figure out what to do with the three of them here momentarily. I just need some time to process this." And as
Fair enough.
he walks up the stairs, he lets you two know the same as well. And he walks out the door.
Before I come back upstairs, I'd like to go back to that alchemy room. And I'm going to bring up whatever I can carry and pretty much put it on the table and just either we can smack the Isabella over the head and get her to tell us what it is, or Orlo can take it.
A good bit of it is just distillates of certain herbs and things of that nature, and she could identify all of them pretty easily. And if you want to make notes of them for Orlo for his book, because he seems otherwise incapable of doing so right now.
I love how Zam is actually just sitting there staring blankly.
Yeah. while Orlo like kind of watches this going on, I just kind of still staring ahead, like blindly rummage around in my bag and grab the 2 vials and then just hold them out.
Okay. Yeah, as Emmerin comes up over the stairs, I guess he'll put them down on the table, grab the 2 from you, put them on the table. Yeah, all right, buddy?
What are those?
Great question. Isabella, what are these?
She independently identifies them. One of them, they are both things that she has brought back from where you met Rogak, and they are just things that she's distilling down to make the sleeping potion that they use for these people. A few minutes pass, and then Soreth walks back through the door, and there are about 20 people behind him. A few of them you would recognize from inside of the main building. A couple of them are guards, rangers, just people that he could muster to help him.
Is Avram there?
No,
So I take it Luke is also not there.
correct.
Okay. Shut up. Leave me alone.
Yeah, so I guess I'll just I'll take notes on whatever she identifies, and I'll let Orlo know when he's, good to go.
Coherent.
Coherent, yeah. So, Soreth, what is it we're doing with the ladies?
I will take them back with me. Do you have anything else you need to do here? Is there anything else you need to look through?
Sorry, I just have one question. Aren't you afraid of them being around a bunch of sleeping people?
That won't be a problem, I'm sure.
How? Is that not a problem?
They will be under very careful observation, I promise.
Orlo, without saying too much, we've seen what the man can do. I think we can trust him to keep them.
I just ran for nothing then, but all right.
You didn't run. Lie, you deal with it.
What am I, your mother?
You're not mine, but you might be his.
I'll just go over to Orlo and try to get him to drink some water.
Yeah.
Thank you for rescuing these people. I don't know that we would have found them without your help.
Of course. Thank you for sprucing up our weapons, yeah?
It's the least I could do. Anything here is yours to take, so feel free.
Sarah, do you have any idea what the, I guess the best thing I could call it is the garbage room? What that would be for?
If they
Seems
were
so-
trying to hide things, it makes sense for them to keep their size down, I suppose. Keeping their footprints small, making sure nobody recognizes that anything would be wrong.
For a second, the player in me heard you say if they're trying to hide something, I'm like,
In the garbage?
No,
there's treasure
remember,
in-
I stuck
Hey.
my hands in the garbage, and there was nothing there.
I hear garbage and I'm just still kind of staring off and I'm just like, trash can.
gold. What are
Actually,
we gonna
that's a
do
good
with trash
point.
can?